getting burlesque superstardom from Molest. Okay. And before that, we're going to have a little bit of me. And I would like to talk to you today. And some people who are here before know that I have some strong opinions. And I have some really strong opinions on the new Star Wars movie. Now, who saw the new Star Wars movie? Give it up!
Yeah!
That's you.
I've never seen Star Wars in my life. I feel like it's some straight shit. I've never watched it.
Okay, alright. Well, quick timeout. This is a planned bit. And you definitely, I said to say like two things. You over here gave me a whole monologue. Now, is this about you or is this about me, Kiko? Thank you. Time over. What? You haven't seen any Star Wars? Oh, you know what? You're in luck. Because I've actually been doing some work, okay? When I went to go see the new Star Wars movie, I was like, I should go watch all of the old ones, get all caught up, and I can have the full experience. But I didn't have enough time to do it. And I figured no one else did either. So I was like, I should put together a guide of all the previous Star Wars movies. Jolly Bean, can you hand me my binder? Thank you so much. Now, what I'm going to give you is the rundown of all the Star Wars movies before this newest one. It's still in theaters for a limited time only, so you can see it. All right, so we're going to start with the first movie. We're going to try to do this in about 5 minutes. So, there was this boy named Anakin Skywalker. He was a little slave boy that lived on a little slave planet. And trust me, it wasn't sad, because he was a slave, but he was a white slave. So no one's really in a rush to save him. I mean, he wasn't living the best life, but he had a robot and a race car. It wasn't kind of slavery we had here. Their slavery was actually kind of cool. We didn't give a fuck about our slaves. None of our slaves got race cars. And if you ever want to try slavery again, y'all might want to be a little nicer about it. But anyway, one day, this dude named Qui-Gon Jinn popped up, and he's like, oh shit, I think that little slave boy has superpowers. And his best friend Obi-Wan Kenobi was there, and he was like, you sure? Stands to reason that if a slave had superpowers, they would probably stop being a slave. And Qui-Gon was like, yeah, but his slavery's kind of cool. They have robots and race cars. So they talked to Anakin, and they're like, yo, we think you have superpowers. We got superpowers too. You want to join our street gang? And Anakin was like, what's the catch? And Qui-Gon was like, you gotta leave your whole life behind and fight some niggas in black hoods. Anakin was like, bet. So they hop in the spaceship and go somewhere to fight those niggas in black hoods. 20 minutes later, okay, Qui-Gon Jinn gets murked. That nigga did not last long at all. Obi-Wan Kenobi was there when it happened. Qui-Gon's like, take care of that little slave boy. Show him the ropes. He's the chosen one. Raise him as your own. And Kenobi's like, I'm 26 years old. What the fuck is this? Anyway, fast forward like 10 years later. Anakin's growing up. He's no longer a little slave boy. He's a little slave man. And he's out here marking niggas. Getting real good at it too. Suspiciously good. Yeah. Everyone's like, hey yo, Kenobi, that little slave dude's a little too good at killing niggas, don't you think? And Kenobi's like, yo, it's just a phase. I killed a bunch of niggas when I was 18 too. That's just what you do in college. And everybody believed them because where they're from, college costs like a lot of money, so most people can't afford it. I'm talking like $40 or $50. So anyway, Anakin starts dating the Queen of Space, and she's pregnant, which is a huge no-no because in the Jedi street gang, you're not allowed to fall in love and have kids. So he starts thinking, well, fuck this gang. I can't do anything I want to do. And this dude Palpatine comes up and he's like, join the dark side, my G. You can wear a black hood, use a red lightsaber, fuck whoever you want, have kids, kill those kids, what are you trying to do? And Anakin was like, kill my kids? And Palpatine's like, I ain't here to judge, brother, it's all up. And like, I killed a kid the other day, don't knock it till you try it. So Anakin does just that. He heads to a Jedi temple and kills a bunch of Jedi street soldiers in training. And Palpatine's like, how'd it feel? And Anakin's like, gotta be honest, not good, but I feel like you can't come back from that, so I'm in. And then later that day, Squad hits up Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they're like, bad news, nigga. Anakin killed a bunch of kids. You gotta take him out. So Kenobi's all sad and shit. He confronts Anakin. He's like, yo, you gotta die. And Anakin's like, go for it, nigga. I just killed a bunch of kids. I'm high as hell. So they fight, but Kenobi cuts off one of his arms, one of his legs, and leaves him to die next to some lava. Later on, Palpatine gets some stormtroopers to find him, and they connect him to some robot stuff, and he becomes Darth Vader. His face is always covered by a helmet. He's wearing a black outfit. For some reason, he sounds like James Earl Jones, a.k.a. Mufasa from The Lion King, which is a better movie. Now, 20 years later, the Queen of Space is dead, but she had 2 kids. Leia and Luke, and I don't know why, but someone in the room was like, we should split these motherfuckers up. So Leia gets to live her life wife is a royal princess, and Luke has to stay on the farm with his aunt and uncle, which is really fucked up and unfair. I really don't know who made that decision, but I think it's important to remember that we're in space and everyone's on cocaine. Now, so Princess Leia asks Obi-Wan Kenobi for his help killing Darth Vader, and he needs backup. So he shows up at Luke's, and he's like, "Sup, little nigga, you got superpowers, and I need you to kill Darth Vader." And Luke's like, "The fuck are you? The fuck is this? The fuck you talking about? Nigga, I'm a farmer." And then some stormtroopers come by and kill Luke's aunt and uncle, because Darth Vader is looking for these little niggas trying to kill his competition. So Luke's like, "Fine, can my robot come along?" And Kenobi's like, "Oh shit, this is Anakin's robot from back when he was a slave. Wow, slavery was pretty cool back then." And they fly off and Kenobi teaches Luke how to fight. At the same time, Princess Leia meets this dude named Han Solo and his dog Chewbacca. Now, they're going to help too, but I forget why. Anyway, the whole team comes together and they got to take out this big-ass moon-sized gun called the Death Star. And they know how to destroy it because the person who invented it left a way to basically make the whole thing explode if you just hit this one part of it. And a bunch of niggas died trying to get the blueprints of Princess Leia. And I mean a bunch of niggas. Every nigga. If you knew a nigga involved trying to get the blueprints, they died. They got fucked up. And we didn't even know about these niggas until 2016. Now they sneak aboard an enemy ship, and guess what? Darth Vader's in that bitch, ready to kill niggas. Obi-Wan Kenobi's like, "Y'all take care of the Death Star, I'm gonna take care of this punk-ass Darth Vader." And everyone's like, "Dope, go off, queen." And then Darth Vader kills that nigga so hard he vanishes into thin air. And Luke's like, "What the fuck?" And Darth Vader's like, "Bitch, I run these streets." So then Luke hops into a spaceship with the blueprints and destroys Darth Vader. But now he's gotta learn how to use a superpower so he can kill Darth Vader. So he finds this little nigga named Yoda. And Yoda's cool, but there's a baby version of him that's even better. Yoda teaches Luke how to use the superpowers, and then Yoda's like, "Good luck, nigga." And then he dies. And at this point, Luke is like, "What the fuck? Niggas is dropping like flies." So he goes to fight Darth Vader. And Luke's like, "Haha, I got kind of good." And Darth Vader's like, "Haha, not good enough." And cuts off his hand. And then Darth Vader looks at Luke and he's like, "Yo, you should join the dark side because your mama ain't the only one who should call me daddy." And Luke is like, "Oh." During this point, there's a bounty hunter named Boba Fett who captures Leia and Han Solo. And Han Solo gets frozen in stone and Leia is sold into slavery under this dude named Jabba the Hutt. Not really important. All these niggas about to die. Because Luke Skywalker comes in and saves both of them with the help of Lando, a black character who is black. So these niggas catch up and talk about what they've been up to. And Luke's like, "Hey Leia, you and I are actually brother and sister, so I think we should start seeing other people." And Leia's like, "We were never dating." And Luke's like, "Sure, good one, sis." And then they start to, but everyone gets together so they can go fight Darth Vader. Now they start to fight, and Luke has the upper hand. But then Darth Vader's master, a.k.a. Palpatine, a.k.a. Darth Sidious, starts shooting the nigga with lightning. And Luke is like, "What the fuck? Literally, no one has prepared me for this. Fuck school." So Luke's about to die. But then Darth Vader's like, "Fuck, I keep forgetting that I love my son." And he starts fighting with Palpatine. And then both of them niggas die. And Luke is kind of sad, but also kind of happy that he's now the strongest person alive. So everyone celebrates, and Leia and Han Solo start fucking that same night. And they were too horny to use protection, so they have a son. His name is Ben. And now, another 15 years later, Luke tries to train Ben along with some other superpower kids, but he starts feeling an evil presence in Ben and tries to kill him. And Ben is like, "Hell no, what the fuck? I hate this family. And I know you used to kiss my mom, slash your sister on the mouth." So he fights back and wins. And so he takes a few of his friends, kills other kids, and leaves to get trained by this dude named Emperor Snoke. And now he's like, "Fuck the name Ben. Call me Kylo Ren for unexplained reasons." Luke's embarrassed as fuck because his nephew, who he wishes was simultaneously his son, just whooped his ass. So he kind of finds a mountain to live on. Now, Leia and Han Solo miss Ben, but aren't together anymore because Leia was busy being the general of the army, and Han Solo's a fuckboy. Plus, it turns out he had the last name Solo from literally just being alone at an airport. And Kylo Ren kills Han Solo, his own father. And then there's a girl named Rey who also has superpowers, and another black character named Finn who is also black. And Rey gets trained by Luke, and Kylo Ren kills his master Emperor Snoke. Luke disappears in thin air. Kylo Ren is in charge, but now Rey and Finn and some other niggas gotta stop him, and that is Star Wars. Should be in theaters for at least another month. I hope you go see it. Now, everyone, let's give it up for the collaboration for having us here tonight.